Hey, what's up everybody? BDF44 coming at you with another video. Alright, so something has to be addressed. I should have addressed it earlier, but Bron, after the Rams Super Bowl championship, decided that he wanted to throw out a good idea. It's a good idea. I mean, the event would be fun, but he wanted to have the Dodgers and the Lakers and the Rams all celebrate their championships together because of, obviously he didn't have a parade in 2020, and brother, we only got 4 players left over from that team. We cannot have a parade. There's no way LA is going to co-sign, first of all, the Lakers jumping on the Rams celebration and trying to celebrate themselves in that situation. There's no way LA's going for that, first of all. Never. That's the Rams parade, and if people happen to be Rams fans, they'll celebrate. It's a lot of fans who are Rams fans as well, but the Laker Nation, a lot of them are Raider fans. Laker Nation has a lot of different people, Cowboy fans, all kinds of stuff. LA ain't going for that, bro. That's not how we operate. The Dodgers had their own parade. Now they're supposed to celebrate again during the Rams parade. No, nobody's doing that. It makes it seem as if you want a parade for yourself because you didn't get one for the 2020 championship. That's not how this works. That situation came and went. Not only that, but LA came together many times in celebration of Kobe that same year. So it wasn't like we didn't get a chance to come together. We did. So it's one of those situations where it's like, no, you don't get to do that. Not 2 years later. Not when we getting our butts kicked as bad as we are. That's absolutely ridiculous. And it's beneath our dignity, to be completely honest with you. We don't do that. See, that's the thing about people from outside come into the city without really understanding how things work here. This is yet another one of those situations. If Bron truly understood LA, he would have never even brought that up. He would have known better than to think that was something we was going to take in a positive way. Hell no, bro. Figs parades are sacred. When there's a parade on Figueroa, that means we have won the entire championship. We're celebrating 1, 2, or 3 in a row. That is how that goes when we're celebrating going down Fig. We don't just go down Fig just to be going down Fig, bro. Just waving at people when there's nothing to celebrate. Are you crazy? Have you lost your mind? Like, that means something to us. We're not coming out there to celebrate you for something you did 2 years ago. You got to do it right now if you want to parade in this situation. Like, there's no way anybody's going for that. You might have been able to pull it off if it looked like we were about to win another championship, as to which we would just tell you, nah, slow down, let's win this and we'll have another parade. Just like we did after the first championship when we won 2 in a row. Twice. We've done this 3-peat thing a lot, this 2-peat thing a lot, so it's nothing for us to wait to the next one, because there will be a next one. Or at least it's supposed to be when you're a Laker fan. But see, you're not promising us a next one, and that's the problem. You want to have a parade for something you already did instead of telling us how you're going to make sure we have another one. See, Shaq used to say we're going to have another one, and then would proceed to make sure we got another one. Kobe would say we're doing this again next year, and then would proceed to do it again the following year. You want to celebrate something in the past because you can't do it again, and that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. So you're insulting us by doing that. Although I know you didn't intend to, and if you would have said that somewhere else, maybe it wouldn't be taken that way. But because we're the type of winners we are, you're insulting us by saying not only should we not have our very own parade, but that we should hop on somebody else's bandwagon to celebrate ourselves when we're losing. That's why I'm ready to cut ties with Bron, because he's not a Laker. No real Laker, someone who actually knows what we're about, would ever even suggest something like that. No real winner who respects winning the way that we do would ever adhere to that type of weakness. That's how I view that as a Laker fan. I'm like, so you're telling me that we can't get another one? That's why we need to celebrate one now? So you're essentially saying that you can't do what it is your job is bring us championships. Kobe used to bring us championships. He brought us a championship with a broken finger. Like, you're supposed to be better than him, right? Everybody got you ranked ahead of that guy. But you want to celebrate something that happened 2 years ago instead of telling us how we're going to celebrate something for both of those years because you about to earn it right now. See, that's the mentality, man. It's a mentality that we demand because we were raised on that. Magic wasn't talking about celebrating previous stuff. No, we go and get the next one, and then we'll celebrate all of them. It's a mentality, man. And that's why we are unhappy. That's more than anything is why we're unhappy. You put this losing situation together. We didn't play well enough to do what it is we're supposed to do. There's still time left on the clock, and you're already so defeated that you are ready to say that we should celebrate something that happened 2 years ago. I don't even want to go forward with that type of mentality if that's who's leading the team. I grew up on Shaq. I grew up on Kobe. I grew up on Magic. I grew up on Kareem. We don't think like that. That's not how we move, Bron. I don't know what kind of loser, weirdo stuff that is, bro, but we ain't with it. And I speak on behalf of just about everybody in Laker Nation. We looking at you crazy. And not only that, but it comes down to the fact that you did put this together. We are in this situation, as sucky as we are, because of your dream and vision for this team. I'm looking at DeMar DeRozan having the best season of anyone playing his position right now. And you chose Russell Westbrook and his bad contract over DeMar DeRozan, who's also from LA, who's also well respected, who we would have loved to see do what he's doing right now for us. We'd be better for it, and we all know it. Like, that's one of many things that we're looking at. We're like, bro, none of this would be happening if Bron would have just let the GM be the GM or what have you. Whatever the case may be. The fact of the matter is, that's one of a trillion different things that have gone ever so wrong for us to be in a situation where we can't get this parade that we want. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not just that he wants to celebrate something that he can't get, but we can't get it because he can't get it. Because this is what he wanted, and it wasn't good enough. Like, and I look at Jeannie, she's leaning on Magic, and Magic quit on us, and everybody's mad at her for doing that. And I'm like, well, that's her brother, so she gonna tell us that she trusts him because she know we trust him, but she needs to understand that we don't trust him in the role that he was in. We trust him as the greatest point guard to ever play, but not necessarily as someone we want you consulting at this time, because he did leave and he brought Bron here, and Bron brought these problems here, and that's a problem for us. So I think at the end of the day, it's just about, as I said in my message to Jeannie, her getting people that she trusts into a position to understand that they can't help her with the business of basketball, and then get some people that she doesn't know, that she may not yet trust, let them in the circle to do what it is that their job would be, which is to build this thing from the ground up to the type of championship level that we demand. That will put her in a position to see better success, and then she can handle however her business she sees fit once that success is reestablished. Because right now, everything she's trying to do, it seems, as reported, is wrong, because she's looking for people to be, some people she can trust, as opposed to people she can trust will do the job. And it's a difference. There's a big difference, You need like a Masai Ujiri or someone like that, a Sean Marks. You need someone like that, Jeannie, to come in here, not be too, invested in necessarily how to make you feel more comfortable, but more so how to make this situation go. Cut and dry, no emotions, but someone who is in touch and understands what it is that the Laker Nation brand is all about and can deliver that. Because if you bring in somebody who can't deliver that, then we're right back in this situation. If your consultants and the people you trust can't deliver that, then we're back in this situation. That's why we can never sustain success for too long, because we always revert back to these same type of things. So we got to snap out of that. And like I said, this Bron situation, this needs to come to an end. This whole I want to have a parade nonsense, I'm so tired of this type of, I'm not quite on the level in terms of winning and demanding winning type of mentality. I'm tired of that. We see that in too many different instances here, And I know he's won. I know AD, they've won. but the mentality to be continuous, just relentless winners, and keeping that relentless excellence not only within themselves and how they perform, but in making sure that the things that they control are also stable. That's the difference here. Bron's able to make himself be the best everything. He can even use the past to make others better in theory. But the lay of the land, the choices he makes in the lay of the land, if it's not better when you leave, then you really haven't done as much as you'd like to think you have. If every place you leave has a pile of crap left behind by you, then how much did you really help? Is what I ask LeBron James. And that's what it really come down to, bro. Yeah, you do some good while you here, but when you leave, it's no stability. How did that happen? And it's so. No, that's his legacy with me right now. I look at him and I say, yeah, you brought us one championship, but you also destroyed the freaking franchise for a long time because of this Russell Westbrook nonsense and giving away all these assets so you can play with your guy AD. And I want to respect AD, but he seems to have a similar mindset. He's not quite as relentless as a Shaq and Kobe. And those are the type of mentality, those are the type of guys that are going to get you the three-peats. It's not having passive, yeah, I'm cool, or we're going to celebrate moral victory. Nah, man, that's average. We're not average. We are precise killers. That's what the Laker Nation is all about. We execute and win championships repeatedly. And that's what it's about. How, by hook or crook, we make it happen. So I don't understand what I'm seeing right now, but as a fan, I'm going to remind us what I represent. It ain't none of that half-ass, I kind of want to win, but we're okay if we don't. No, we're not okay if we don't. We keep fighting to the end. And I've seen a lot of times where we haven't been fighting. And it's not just on the court. It's other things as well. This passiveness. This is not what we're about. So I want to change the attitude at the top. I want that. I want us to start reestablishing what we are about as a franchise, and that's what it should be about. Not moral victories and comfort. I don't want to hear anything about that anymore. Not as it pertains to the Lakers. If Magic Johnson's not telling you to remove the people that need to be removed, then he needs to be removed, because that's what needs to be happening right now. There's some people that need to be cutting dry out of here, straight up. And we know who they are at this point. It's time to stop playing. This franchise is taking enough lumps for that 2020 championship. My name is BDL44. I thank you all for watching.